everybody else is up and ready to go. So we're fresh. The fact that we have 2 running backs that can rotate all the time, so you don't have a bell cow and then all of a sudden he's down. What do you do now? We've rotated our receivers. We got a bunch of receivers that can play. We have a bunch of tight ends that can play. So, part of it was the length of the season has changed. Before, back when I was at Oregon, you were in the regular season and then you go to a bowl game. We had 37 days off between the final regular season game against Oregon State and then our bowl game against Auburn. That's an entirely different thing. This was, you play your last game of the regular season, 2 weeks later you're playing Tennessee, then you're playing, if you beat Tennessee, you get to go to the Rose Bowl. If you win the Rose Bowl, you get to go to the Cotton Bowl. If you win the Cotton Bowl, you get to go to the National Championship. So the whole landscape of the schedule has really had an impact on what we did on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, and when you were talking with Ryan at the beginning of the season or in the offseason, did you sort of see this year as it was going to be a battle of attrition and whichever team made it to the championship or the one that
Ryan talked to our entire staff about that. That's been on the forefront of our strength and conditioning program, our nutrition program, how our offense plays, how our defense plays, how our special teams plays. Yeah, there was an overall program decision from the head coach down of how do you handle this length of the season, because it hadn't been done before. So it wasn't like, hey, let's go call this guy because he did it. It's at this level it hadn't been done. So you kind of pick the brains of some people that have been through it at different levels and then put together a plan for ourselves.
Coach Kelly, 2-parter here. First part, offense has been on fire lately. Go Tim.
No, he can go. I'm just saying.
I'm pulling a Tim.
He's the king of the 2-part.
I'm pulling a Tim here. First part.
With a follow-up. 2-parter with a follow-up.
Offense has been on fire. Feels like everything you've called the past 3 weeks has a chance to go. What's that like as a play caller? Just looking down at your sheet, knowing that, hey, I got everything at my arsenal.
Well, I think your confidence as a coach is based upon the players' preparation, and they've been unbelievable in this run up here, going into Tennessee, going into Oregon, going into Texas. So, it's how prepared are they, and I think they've done a great job. We talk about being the most prepared, the least distracted, and they've done that for 3 straight weeks in terms of these last 3 games, and now that's the challenge again as we finish up this last one. We have a practice today, we have a practice tomorrow. So we're still working the game, and we'll work the game right up until kickoff, and then we'll work the game while the game's going on. So it's really the players and how dialed in they've been in this stretch that we're on right now. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And then a Notre Dame specific question. Apologies if you've already answered it, but what's one or 2 things that they do well that you're going to have your eye on come Monday night to try to attack them?
Yeah, I think they just play together as a group. They really, truly understand what the D-line needs from the linebackers, what the linebackers need from the secondary. They all work off of each other. It's a really, really well-coordinated defense, and a lot of credit goes to those players. And you have some older players like Kaiser and Cross and Watts, at all 3 levels that have been around for a long time, kind of the coaches on the field, so to speak. And then I think, Marcus being a defensive guy and Al Golden have done a great job with that entire group. So, the cohesiveness of the entire group, I think, is something that's really special.
Awesome. Good luck, Coach.